Have you ever spent the night at someone else's house? Quentin Quayle spent the night at Zach's house for the first time. Before going to bed, Zach and Quentin read stories to each other. Of course, Zach's house was very different from Quentin's nest. And Quentin heard some strange new sounds. If you listen very carefully to the story, you'll hear the same sounds Quentin heard. Just remember to turn the page whenever you hear the boing sound. Ready? Turn the page. Quentin and Zach were just about ready for bed.
Zach, I hope it's quiet in your house. I need to get right to sleep. I have quite a big day planned for tomorrow.
Listen carefully to Quentin's song for some funny sounds, okay?
I hope that your quilt isn't scratchy. I hope that your bed doesn't quake. I hope that the wind doesn't quiver your tree. Because for goodness sake, I need quiet.
Do you think Quentin will go right to sleep? Let's turn the page and see what happens. Quentin had a few questions to ask.
How do you get ready for bed at your house, Zach? What do you do first? What do you do next? What do you do last?
First, when I'm feeling sleepy and start to yawn, I go and put my pajamas on.
Zach began to giggle. He made a rhyme. Yawn and on end with the same sound. Zach decided to make up some more rhymes. Try to guess the ending of each rhyme before Zach and Quentin say it.
Next, I brush my teeth till they're shiny and white before I go to bed at night. Last, I turn off the light that's over my head and I pull back the covers and hop into bed. Head and bed. That's another rhyme.
I think I know all the steps, Zach. First, you put on your pajamas. Next, you brush your teeth. Last, you pull back the covers and hop into bed. Is that right?
Quite right, Quentin.
I do exactly the same things at my house.
What do you do before you go to bed? Do you listen to a story? Do you kiss someone goodnight? There's lots to do before you go to sleep. Did Quentin get to sleep? Let's turn the page and find out. Zach fell asleep, but not Quentin. Quentin kept hearing noises. Listen carefully. When you hear each noise, point to what is making the sound.
Zach, what's that?
It's just a cat.
Zach, what's that pounding, pounding, pounding sound?
Oh, that's Emily Elephant running around. She loves to exercise in the evening when it's cool outside. Emily, how's your exercising going?
Especially well, Zach. I'm going to run 11 extra minutes before I end my exercising. Emily and Zach, I'm trying to get to sleep, and I need quiet. I'm sorry, Quentin. I'll try to be quiet. Thanks, Emily. Bye, everyone.
Now will Quentin get some sleep? Turn the page and see. Zach had an idea for a game he and Quentin could play to help them get to sleep.
I'll start a rhyme, and you try to think of the last word. Then you can start a rhyme, and I'll try to think of the last word. Maybe that will help us fall asleep.
You can play too. Try to think of the last word of the rhyme and say it out loud. The pictures on this page will help you with the answers.
What fits on your foot and rhymes with two? It isn't a sock, it must be a
shoe.
Right. Now it's your turn, Quentin.
It flies in the sky and rhymes with word. It isn't a plane, it must be a
bird. Here's another good one. What's something?
The pals played the game for a few more minutes. Then they began to yawn. They were almost asleep when... What could that be? Let's turn the page and see.
Lester Lion, you're making a lot of noise. Zach and I are trying to get to sleep. We need quiet.
Sorry, Quentin, but I just have to practice. I'm going to be in a big roaring contest tomorrow.
I'm sure you'll win, Lester. Your roar is really loud. How do you roar so well?
First, I stand up nice and straight, my feet flat on the floor. Then I open wide and with great pride, I roar!
I can roar too, Lester. First, I sit up nice and straight, then I open my mouth real wide, then I roar.
Lester and Zach, I'm trying to get to sleep, and I need quiet.
Shh. Let's turn the page to see what's going to happen next. After Lester Lion left, Quentin couldn't get to sleep. He wanted to play the rhyming game a little longer with Zach. You can play again, too. Think of the last word of the rhyme and say it out loud. The pictures on the page will help you with the answers.
Okay, Quentin. What's something you ride that rhymes with like? It isn't a car. It must be a...
Bike. I think I'm really sleepy now, Zach. Let's just do one more. You ask me again for a word that rhymes.
Okay. It shines at night and it rhymes with spoon. It isn't the sun. It must be the...
Quentin fell asleep and he didn't finish the rhyme. Maybe you can. Look at the picture in your book for the answer. What shines at night and rhymes with spoon? It isn't the sun. It must be the... If you said moon, then you're right. Will there be any other noises to wake Quentin up? Turn the page and find out. Quentin fell asleep, but Zach was wide awake. Zach heard a really strange noise. What could it be? It's okay, Zach. That's just Quentin Quail quietly snoring. Let's help Zach get to sleep again. Just take your Zach puppet and rock it gently in your arms while I sing a little goodnight lullaby to him. The night is as quiet can be. You won't hear the softest peep. So close your ears and close your eyes, and soon you'll be asleep. The day was long, but now it's done. May your dreams be soft and deep. Just hear my song and drift along, and soon you'll be asleep. Good night, Quentin Quail. Good night, Zach. Now they're asleep, but you can get your sticker book out and turn to the page with the picture of the moon on it. Use the stickers to decorate Zach's bedroom. Can you make the sound of each sticker animal or thing? You can have someone help you if you'd like. Sleep tight, Alphabet Pals.